and to say a very hearty good morning and to ask you to accept the apologies of the Minister of Health, the Honorable Wilmoth Daniel, who is still nursing a cold, I believe. He's just coming off of the flu, and so he certainly wishes he could be here, but nonetheless sends his best wishes to all of us here and to the people who will use this facility. I'm certainly pleased to be here on this auspicious occasion, which signals another investment in the people of Antigua and Barbuda, especially some of our most vulnerable groups, being the elderly and our very young. I too remember using the healthcare facility here in All Saints a long time ago, when we lived right at the crossroads, and some of the experiences that Minister Codrington would have joked about here. I too have those very experiences. I remember attending the creche right there and then using the facilities here. And as he said, a lot of us back then, I don't know if children are still afraid of the dentist now, but I would see my sisters come home. The one thing he forgot to mention is that your jaw used to be swollen because you had to get the numbing, the injection to numb your face and to numb your gum so that you wouldn't feel the full pain of those pliers. But I want to assure our young people, our students here today, that going to the dentist is like a piece of cake now. The technology has improved, the quality of care has improved, and when you have to get the injection, if you have to get it, you don't even feel it. And I tell you, the one thing I'm afraid of in life, as big as I am, is an injection. All right? So I want you not to be scared any further by the experiences that Brother Chandler has just shared with you. The other thing I want to warn you about, don't put any Clorox in your mouth. I beg you, do not put any Clorox in your mouth to rinse. We have improved, okay? As Nurse Warner would have said, this community and the surrounding communities have historically been serviced by health care facilities. And we're all aware that the dental clinic here was not functional for some period of time. But I wish to assure you that what we are doing here this morning, beginning in August 2013, I'm assured, the dental clinic will be fully functional and ready to serve the people of the All Saints community, as well as those in the surrounding communities. As Minister Codrington has said, the government of Antigua and Barbuda takes very seriously our responsibility to ensure that the health of our people remains of a high standard and that the healthcare services offered are at an optimal level. I just wish to say here that sometimes when we speak about health, we forget about oral hygiene. We talk about the traditional types of health care, you know, the diabetes, the hypertension, the non-communicable diseases generally. But as was stated before, oral health is as important to our overall health and well-being as individuals as the usual checkups that we're required to do. Also, it's just as important to keep your mouth healthy as we seek to keep our blood sugar and our blood pressure levels within the normal range. I want to urge parents to introduce oral habits in children from a very, very early age. And our children here just told us to brush our teeth 3 times a day. And many of us as adults in this audience today, we are guilty of not doing that. Just last night on a radio program, I heard a dentist Williams, saying that we may brush our teeth in the mornings, but when we go to work, we spend 8 hours or more there. We eat, we snack, and many of us don't have a toothbrush at work. And a lot of us intake a lot of sugar. And in that 8-hour period, the sugar is constantly, doing its work on our teeth, the enamel, and on our gums, and working in a very destructive way. So perhaps that is something we can take on board, the adults in the room, to take a toothbrush to work. And when you have your snacks, when you have your lunch, just to do, as the children say, brush our teeth regularly and every day. I also wish to urge the adults in the audience especially those prone to diabetes, to know the importance of oral hygiene in their overall care regimen for diabetes care. I want to urge the teachers to reinforce healthy habits which are being taught at school. And I want to remind the users of the facility to care the physical structure and to respect those persons who will work here. I certainly could not leave without thanking the Medical Benefit Scheme for being a faithful partner, not just to the government, but more importantly to the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Because without your assistance, as we are seeing here today, we perhaps would not be sitting here participating in this auspicious occasion. And talking about the Medical Benefit Scheme, you always use every opportunity to chastise those of us working. Sometimes people say, oh, they don't see why they're contributing to the scheme, they're not using it. It's not a right to use because you contribute. I have never used the Medical Benefit Scheme. I've been working since I've been 16 and contributing since then. But my mother was both diabetic and hypertensive, and she used the Medical Benefit Scheme. So we are making a contribution to ensure that the general population, those who are not as healthy, are able to access healthcare facilities to ensure that we're able to augment their health. So contribute with a smile and know that we, through our contributions, we are helping other people who may not be as fortunate health-wise as ourselves. I also want to urge people within the range groups that this facility is intended to service, those of school age and those 60 and over, to use the facility. There are times when we have this habit and practice in Antigua that we feel that public services are not good. We prefer to spend money that we don't have to see a private doctor or private dentist when the very facilities are available at the community clinics. I can say I don't know about Brother Chandler here, but I know I use the healthcare facilities that the government provides. I've always used them. Sometimes when I have to travel and we have to get certain types of shots, I find my way down to the health center on All Saints Road, and I sit there and I get my injection. Sometimes they'll say, well, in order to, we can't just open it for one person. If you can get 5 people, we better utilize what it is. There's nothing wrong with the public healthcare services that are there for us. And as Nurse Warner said, in fact, there's everything right about it. There are dedicated healthcare professionals who take their jobs very seriously. They take pride in what they do. And as she has said, they operate under less than ideal circumstances. But they take an oath, and they know that they are as important to our health and well-being as we are in terms of how we care our bodies and ourselves. So without saying much more, again, I want to congratulate the Ministry of Health and the Medical Benefit Scheme, and to urge us to recognize, I'm sure that retrofitting this facility was no easy task. I know that the personnel in the Ministry of Health, the technicians, the administrators, I'm sure had many headaches. I certainly was not an integral part of the project, but I have worked on projects, and I know sometimes you have to set back opening dates and so on, make adjustments. You have headaches, you worry about certain things. You want to make sure that when the equipment is ordered, it is there when you say we're going to open. And so I want to commend you for doing what I believe was a tremendous job and a tremendous task, all on behalf of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. So as I thank you for your kind attention, I certainly wish to remind that the government takes very seriously its obligations to the people of Antigua and Barbuda, and we will continue to work tirelessly to ensure that we deliver on basic services that the population has a right to expect. Thank you for your kind attention, and I now declare this facility officially opened. Thank you.